Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there's having themselves a great day. Thank you very much. Us pushed out. And this kind of ties into the when is enough. And I've got an example, one scenario, one way to look at that infamous question a lot of us ask. Why, should I stop trying to manifest this particular thing? And I think I've found a place, and I don't think this is a belief, and I guess I'm up for the debate, and I don't think this is necessarily the limiting thing, and I think I can back up what I have to say, but if you're like someone that just I can't hear any positive, negative, don't watch this video. Stop watching this video right now. But if you're someone that's like, I'm not sure. I've asked that question before. I'm curious. I want to see if my love holds up, right? If my person holds up to this. And I think there's a couple scenarios of how this can play out. I'm going to start with the easy one, where I don't think it's as much of a scenario. So if you're in a situation where you're like your specific person, maybe it's an ex, maybe it's someone that you were with, though. It's someone that you've known for a while, been with them for a while, and then things changed as the relationship was progressing. And then maybe you've broken up, maybe you're trying to get back together right from that standpoint, okay? These people, I think, definitely can... change is a part of the situation. You have two soul contracts that have come together. There's a lot of invested energy that already exists. And it's not like an us pushed out thing as much. Maybe it was in the relationship. Maybe someone caused someone to do something because they were insecure, right? There's a lot of ways that us pushed out can play out, especially when a relationship's failing with someone that we love dearly, right? Love them more than life itself. And we're like, why can't I seem to make things work? And bad things keep happening. And you're like, it's almost like I keep making it happen by worrying about it not happening. Yeah, that's true. But yeah. So there are people that have been in relationships, have been together a while, maybe are come apart, and we're now trying to get back together. I think this is a slightly different scenario. I think these people can work out. There's forgiveness that can happen. There's what I call astral letters. Sorry if you guys can hear this background noise. The timing is atrocious. Trash day. Yay. Anyway, but it's the recycling part of it. So, by the way, the noise is a recycling noise. Yeah, that's the noise of recycling here in Southern California. That and leaf blowers, the sounds of nature here in Southern California. That being said, when we've been in relationships for a long time, things develop, things evolve. It's a different kind of game. Now, I want to get into, my point is you guys are fine, kind of, right? Just like keep doing what you're doing. You're fine. Keep doing what you're doing. It's the ones where the us pushed out, I think, really comes into play. And then we try to use law of attraction to fix it. This is one of the scenarios where it kind of dawned on me, and it's been with a couple coaching sessions, and just kind of brought kind of something to light, and then started thinking about it, even started applying it to parts of my life in the past for sure. And I was like, yeah, this definitely comes into play. When we have us pushed out issues, when we have some sort of insecurity within ourselves, when there's some sort of thing where maybe we're trying to manifest love, but we don't really want love. We don't want someone that's necessarily available because we don't trust people, right? It's when we have those embedded insecurities within ourselves, and we've, maybe begun going on dating sites and all these kinds of things, but we really haven't worked through all of our garbage, if you will. And we're maybe hoping that it doesn't matter that much. Maybe we're hoping that I can work through it on the way, right? Like, I do a little here, but then start dating. And then, once I fall in love and like I'm standing at the aisle waiting for him to, or sorry, the other way around. So, well, maybe, I'm a guy. That's normal for me to think that way. But I'm, walking down the aisle and seeing my groom, and that's when I'm going to change is that moment. I'm instantly going to change. Then, no, that's not really how it plays out. We attract the world that happens to us. We attract the people that come to us. We attract the situations in front of us. If we've got insecurities, if we've got little bits of dust in the old filter, if you will. It affects our ability to manifest what it is that we think we want versus what we're actually sending out as an energy. So what happens in a lot of these cases when you really haven't spent the time looking at, like, what is it that I really want? What is it that really matters? What is it that I'm truly trying to do here? What is it that I want from love? Why exactly is it this person specifically? Why can't it be that person over there? Does it have to be them? Is it just because I'm invested in it? Or is there like a real reason? And what I've found in a lot of cases, and this has happened with me before, I've done this before, like I've manifested what I've wanted, good and bad, numerous times, certainly good a lot, because you start to figure it out a little, but yeah, you make a lot of mistakes. You're like, either A, I didn't specify, just because you didn't say it doesn't mean you're going to get it exactly how you want it. Sometimes it's important to try to say it in advance if you're going to try to draw it all out. Sometimes little surprises happen that we need to understand. We need to work through. I don't know. Figure out. So when we've got these problems and we go out and start seeking love, one of the things that can happen frequently is we can attract somebody that's not available, that's maybe shallow, maybe doesn't want to get committed, maybe considers themselves like, I'm just a wreck. Don't get close to me. Don't get close to me, because if you get close to me, you're just going to get hurt, right? Like they say stuff. You're like, yeah, you don't mean that. And he's like, no, I keep saying it. I really mean it. And you're like, I know, but you don't really mean that, because I love you. He's like, yeah. And you're like, well, do you love me too? And he's like, yeah. If we're in that situation, that's a metaphor, but if we're in that situation where we've attracted this person to us that's not available, not okay, not what we're looking for, that's an us pushed out. So it's an us pushed out that attracted this person. It's an us pushed out that created this individual in our lives that I bet you money this individual is someone that you're very attracted to. I bet they seem like they're perfect, except they're not available, or they're not nice, or they're abusive, or there's something this or something that. But other than that, they are the best. You should see the chemistry we have. It's like when we touch, right? All that stuff. No, I pay extra for those sound effects. That wasn't actually me. No. That was high dollar sound effects. Nuclear weapons going. I suck at sound effects. Obviously. Thank you. So anyway, we attract these things, and a lot of us go, oh my God, okay, well, I love them. I've attracted this person to myself, but I love them. So, all right, law of attraction, guru, teacher, person. How can I make the person I'm with want to spend more time with me? How can I make the person I'm with be somebody they never were as long as I've known them? How can I use law of attraction to change this person that I like that was never, ever right for me? How can I use law of attraction to adjust this person that I kind of fell for so I don't have to feel like the us pushed out part of me sucks? That's why it's us pushed out. When we're being weird and the insecurities are there, you project out weird things. You project out insecurities. You project out a situation where somebody's going to fulfill that in a way that sucks bad. You're going to be like, they are awesome, except when that happens, sure. Hey, for those of you that this far, like, dude, Dan, don't tell me you can't change somebody. Look, I've done videos on it. Goddard's talked about it. You can influence others. We all have free will. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. People that have children vouch for me here. You can't make your kids do things, can you? You try to use your mental powers, your Jedi force, and they just do the other thing. And you're like, what the? So Making others do stuff is far more challenging than fixing ourselves and actually attracting what we want. That's the attractive part of law of attraction. That's a perfect example of where so many of us think, no, I just think good thoughts. No, it's not the thoughts so much. I can be like, I want to paint you in dirty things. Like, what I just said is not okay, but all of you know exactly what I was saying, right? Like, right? It's not the words. It's not the words. It's what's behind the words that matters. So many of us feel like, well, if I say this, do this. No. It's what's in your heart. It's what's going on in there. Your corazón. I don't even know if that's the right word. I think it is. It's where we're coming at our manifestations from, our life. So many of us are like, I want love. And then this guy showed up in a tow truck as he was towing my car away because it was a repo. And I'm like, oh my God, pitter patter. Oh, I love you. Right? And that's okay. You fell in love with this guy, but you probably weren't in the best place in your life at that moment. You had some problems, a little few things that you were working on, such as finding a place to live as they were driving away with your car. So again, when did we attract it to ourselves? If you were in that long-term relationship, different story. Like I said, you've been there a while. It's different. Your insecurities manifested within a window of a relationship. That's different. Those can be fixed very easily, very easily. When you've manifested a bunch of insecurities right up front, and now you're trying to change them, and you're going, should I keep doing this? I keep seeing his phone number everywhere. I keep seeing his name everywhere. I keep seeing his mother. I keep seeing his blah. But he doesn't want anything to do with you. He won't touch base with you. He won't give you the time of day. Have you done the self-love? First question. If you have, then please reassess this situation. If you've not done the self-love yet, stop for a second on your manifestation for a moment. Just saying pause, time out, holding, right? Like, hang tight. Spend a little bit of time working on your self-love, really looking at what it is that matters to me. What makes me happy? Can I be happy outside of this individual? What would it take to do that? What am I really interested in doing? How can I be a part of this life in this world and make a difference? What am I here to do? Like, whatever number of these questions that resonate with you in a way that's very self-evolved. Like, start getting into yoga, start doing exercise. There's a lot of things that start to branch from some of the deeper questions we ask our inner self. We talk about, try to figure out what's going on. Trying to manifest all this stuff. Why doesn't it work? Hang tight. Maybe you can do better. Maybe take a step back and go, wow, like, is the tow truck driver really the guy I want? Yeah, I know he's hot. And that one time we had a passionate and slippery, wet, sweaty slip and slide. I don't know what you were thinking. That's not what I was talking about. But yeah, slip and slides are fun. They're good times. Summertime, little sprinklers go off. It's just so much fun. But I digress like always. We attracted these things to us. These are people that we've attracted to us because of us pushed out, because the things within us that we've wanted to push down, but I mean, they keep popping up. You keep having these little moments. You're like, shh, affirmation, shh, get down there. No, I do not want to deal with you right now, affirmation. But maybe sometimes it's time to deal with it. Look at it, love it. Then come back to this person, tow truck driver. Well, hey, tow truck driver. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to demean your guy. Your guy's way better than this tow truck driver. I made him up intentionally this way, right? Like, come on, who wants a tow truck driver? He's all greasy, and unless you like that. See? Greasy, not what you say. It's how you say it. Anyway, tow truck driver, maybe time to relook at him after I've spent some self-love, right? Wrap myself in a blanket, one of those gravity blankets or whatever. I don't know. I saw an advertisement for one of those recently. It's supposed to make you sleep better, like you're wrapped in the womb. Maybe you need a little womb time, right? So get some of that going on. And then bam, get out there, check out, tow truck driver. And then all of a sudden, he gets out of his truck, right? And he's like, y'all. And he gets out, and all of a sudden, you, notice he's got, a turkey neck maybe. Or, you're like, dude, did you just put on, 30 pounds from, last week when you drove away? Or, right? All of a sudden, something weird starts showing up about them. And then for some of us, we try to manifest, fix that. We try to law of attraction that. We try to law of attraction our way through that. Well, okay, so it's just me. It's me pushed out now. So I'm in this relationship, and this guy totally sucks, and now I'm totally thinking he sucks because I'm starting to see the suckage. Okay, well, let's law of attraction that. I'm going to law of attraction 30 pounds off him because I don't know where the hell he just gained all that from, tow truck driver. Right? We start trying to, carve off a piece of meat maybe off the turkey on Thanksgiving or whatever, the ham off the festival or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what your country thing may be, right? It might be some fancy schmancy carve off the eggplant, right? Let's go vegetarian even, right? I got an eggplant carver. It's very nice. You should check it out. It's electric. I know. I got to get the solar one. I will. I'll get there. So many of us try to law of attraction our way through situations that came upon us because we were basically doing us pushed out, which is kind of reverse law of attraction, right? We weren't paying attention and using law of attraction in the proper way, and so we were attracting all sorts of crap to ourselves. And then we're like, whoa. All right, I'm paying attention now. I'm loving myself. I want better. Bring it. Bam. And you're like, whoa, oh, dude, oh, whoa. God, you usually wear makeup? Why are you so ugly right now, tow truck driver? And then we feel weird. We feel bad. We feel like we're cheating. You shouldn't. Tow truck driver sucks. Tow truck driver, believe me, there is a maiden of this tow truck driver somewhere. Don't feel bad for tow truck driver. Tow truck driver will probably survive, I'm quite sure. But your new, now self-loved version of yourself, looking at tow truck driver a little differently, maybe tow truck driver is not the way to go. I can't make these decisions for you, but these are questions we can ask ourselves. Did we bring this to us before we fixed ourselves? And now we're trying to fix it so it works with our fixed self, but it's not? Your call. Or were we already in it and we used our us pushed out to mess it up, and now we're trying to get it back? Very different scenarios. Very different scenarios. We can screw up a relationship very easily, but love is a powerful thing. If love's not been there to begin with, well, you're lacking a major component that helps. Not that you can't. I'm not saying your manifestation is not possible. No. But I'm saying maybe look at it and see if any of this, because call me believe, call me out. I want to hear it. But ultimately, if it's an us pushed out that attracted us, and now we're trying to fix it, I want to hear the debate. I want to see what people come up with, because I know it's going to be there. And I know I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, I love you. I love you. I know this makes you mad, and I don't mean it to. That was never my intention. Usually when that happens, if you go away for a little bit, sorry, I apologize up front, but if you go away for a little bit and think about it, maybe there's some truth to this. And in that truth is your dream, your goal, your hope. Because now once you look at that thing, once you get through it, once you acknowledge it, grab that dream by the collar. Do it now. When you do it, all of a sudden next time you're down at the bank and some dude in a suit walks in, cashed in a $150,000 check for whatever reason that he's got to, buy some shoes or something, and looks at you and goes, "Hey now." Well, what do you know? Things have gotten better. I've manifested my dream. Maybe because I worked on myself a little bit and then manifested my dream. I hope this helps. Hope you're not too mad at me. I still love you. I hope you still love me. It's Dan Radio Style.